President Biden has been in contact with Prime Minister Netanyahu.
They've known each other for a very long time, some 30, 40 years. And our hope and our expectation is that the U.S. administration will continue to back Israel's right to defend itself.
But Biden is being pulled to the left and away from traditional U.S. support of Israel by his own embrace of the Iranian nuclear deal. Iran provides funding and military support to Hamas. Among his chief advisors are veterans of the Obama administration. Israeli intelligence has found, and this is confirmed by former Vice Chief of Staff of the U.S. Army General Jack Keane, that Iran is using its centrifuges and uranium processing not for civilian power generation, but for a nuclear weapon.
They're building ICBMs to launch medical isotopes into space. They're building underground nuclear bunkers because to advance a peaceful nuclear program. It's ridiculous.
Additionally, Biden's Democratic Party is increasingly influenced by the so-called Squad, a faction that supports Palestinian rights and openly expresses antagonism, some say even anti-Semitic sentiment, towards Israel.
The Israeli government is violently dispossessing yet another neighborhood of Palestinian families from homes they have lived in for decades. We cannot stand idly and complicitly by and allow the occupation and oppression of the Palestinian people to continue. We cannot remain silent when our government sends $3.8 billion of military aid to Israel that is used to demolish Palestinian homes, imprison Palestinian children, and displace Palestinian families.
So far, the president has given what appears to be tacit approval of the Israeli counterattacks.
My national security staff and defense staff has been in constant contact with their counterparts in the Middle East, not just with the Israelis, but also with everyone from the Egyptians to the Saudis to the Emiratis, et cetera. And I had a conversation with Bibi Netanyahu not too long ago. I'll be putting out a statement very shortly on that. My expectation and hope is that this will be closing down sooner than later. But Israel has a right to defend itself when you have thousands of rockets flying into your territory. But I had a conversation for a while with the Prime Minister of Israel, and I think that my hope is that we'll see this coming to conclusion sooner than later. Thank you.